Okay, today we're looking at the 18mm moment lens. When we open the box, there is always the lens, the mounting plate, and it also got two extra lens caps for some protection. In the box, there's a nice little picture to cover the lens. There it is, very beautiful. I think it's one of the highest quality lenses I've ever seen. Also, there's a nice little pouch right underneath it for you to carry it around, and let's put it on. The mounting plate is in that little box. It's using adhesive to stick to the back of your phone on top, and we'll talk a little bit about the mounting plate in a bit. In the box of the lens covers, there's two. Just in case you lose one, I tend to lose these kind of things. It's rubber, really soft. They have a layer of very soft cover inside, and there's a nice little Moment Lens logo right there. You need to pretty much stick the mounting plate onto your phone, which kind of annoyed me at the beginning a little because I don't really want to stick anything onto my brand new phone, but I still did it. As you can see, the mounting plate actually protrudes even further than the lens itself, so it's actually kind of a little bit tricky. You have to position it really well. It uses a hooking mechanism pretty much. It actually has a little hook to hook it itself onto a little marking that's on the lens. They did a nice job in putting a little white dot over there to mark the spot. When you put it in, make sure you push it all the way in and you turn it 90 degrees until the little white dot is on top. That's how I know it's in, just to make sure you don't have any vignetting or any further distortion at the side, which has been reported to happen if you don't put it on right, so be careful. As you can see immediately, the field of view is a lot larger than before, and that is because regularly your iPhone camera is about 30mm lens, 30, 33, 35, around that area. When you put it on, it's kind of almost doubling the field of view. I'm going to put that photo right there and that photo right there, just as a little comparison. The lens itself is actually a really good quality piece. When you hold it in your hand, you can actually feel the weight. The glass itself is really crisp and clear, and the casing, the steel around it, it's very solid. I've been using it out and about for a while, and I haven't really made any scratches or anything. I literally have dropped it on the ground before. Thank God to this soft little lens cap, I think, that protected it pretty well. Okay, here I've got two videos. The one on top is the regular iPhone footage. The one down below is the footage with the lens. But even though the field of view is a lot wider, you may have noticed a little bit distortion on the lower video at the corner. Feel free to go back and replay it and see the difference. And it's actually quite obvious. When you have the lens on, there's always a little bit of distortion at the corner, and if you don't have the lens on correctly, it's going to be showing up as a little bit of vignetting. As you can see right there, it's very obviously misshaped. This distortion is real, people, at the corner. And one other thing that I've been really bothered by this lens is when you put it on, it covers the flash. You can't use the flash when you have it on. It's kind of a bummer. You know how Apple made such a big deal about the True Tone flash, as they call it, and they also use it as a countdown for timer, so it's really sad you can't use it. Another thing that I mentioned a little bit earlier before is the mounting mechanism. As you can see that when you stick it on, the mounting plate actually protrudes out of the lens even further, and it's not the smoothest object you might want to have in your pocket. And I've been having problem with it, and it kind of scratched some of my pants, and it's just not really that comfortable with that thing on there. And it also creates a problem when you need to clean it. It's just impossible to reach inside. You might be thinking, okay, I'll just have the lens on all the time. What about that? To be honest, that's a problem as well. The lens itself is really bulky and heavy. It adds quite a little bit of weight to your phone, and you can't really put that thing in your pocket. It's just a little sad. But they do have a little pouch that you can carry around, which I really hope they can come up with another mounting mechanism. The company also released the Moment Lens app, which you can download on the App Store. Of course, when you have the case, it automatically detects which lens you have on. Makes your life easier. Also, you can use it to turn on and off your flash, use the grid, or if you like Instagram, the square grid. Also, you can use it to adjust the timer, 3 seconds, 10 seconds. And they also included the ability to shoot in TIFF, which is more like the raw footage. Gives you more content and good for future editing. What I really like about the app is how it focuses. Of course, you can use it as just like your camera app, point wherever you want to focus, and it automatically does it. But when you double click, it's split into 2 rings. One is aperture, one is focus. So you pretty much can control separately the lighting and the focus point. Okay, overall, I will give this a thumbs up. Even though there are little things I don't like about it, but the lens is of really, really good quality. For a wide-angle lens, this is the sharpest I've ever used. The image quality is absolutely amazing, and you can just get a really quality piece of gadget in your hand. It looks nice. I've had people ask me about it, and it just feels right. Okay, that's it. Hope it helps. See you next time.